Alright, it has been a while since I posted a video because this channel is basically dead, but I appreciate the very few people that are still watching my videos. And I think it is time to give you not only a market update, but with the elections being less than 2 weeks away, I feel like I have to give you my perspective on politics, geopolitics, markets and economics. So let's go. All right, so in general, in markets are expecting a melt up from the point of the elections till the end of the year. Because it doesn't matter if the economic numbers are all fake. Rates have been cut. Inflation is over, yada, yada, yada. Tech and crypto forever. But that is based on the belief that this manipulation can, one, go on forever, and two, that globally, especially in the Middle East, nothing will happen. And that brings me to geopolitics. Why did a specific Western aligned country in the Middle East not retaliate to another country yet? That's because of what I already said months ago at the beginning of the year on my podcast. America needs a strong leader that can rally up America and reinstate the faith in the American system. So a man with orange hair will win. Not because it's a uniparty anyway and all of them are pro this Western aligned country in the Middle East. It doesn't matter. Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter. They're all pro this one country in the Middle East. The real reason is to stage a theater for you. Because it will look like that, oh, look, they were about to cheat once more. But because of the great American people that believe in this one man, it was prevented. And it was super close. It was a super close race, guys. It was super close. And once that theater is being played in front of you, most Americans will have faith again in the system. Nothing's wrong here. Nothing's wrong. We keep printing money. Everything is fine. We're still top dog of the world. But now, guys, now it's time to go and fight a war in the Middle East. And that's why that retaliation strike did not happen yet. They're waiting for the elections to be over, for that leader to be elected and rally up America for that to happen. And once nuclear plants are blown up, oil fields are blown up, the Strait of Hormuz is closed, Europe in the middle of winter again, this time really without any energy, I want to see how they keep oil prices below $80. And please don't understand me wrong. If for the past 4 years we had a Republican as president, this manipulation wouldn't have happened. We would be in a stagflationary recession right now, already. Forget tech and crypto going up to the moon. Forget all that. So the past 2 days, we had the BRICS summit. And once that war, that conflict breaks out in the Middle East, with a specific country starting with I in the Middle East, once that war breaks out, that will be the decisive battle for the future of BRICS. The BRICS summit did not accumulate to anything significant because most countries, they want to be on the winning side. And when they see a Slavic country that is right now in war with a smaller Slavic country, and they said they will be wrapping up that war by September, and now we are reaching November, then something is wrong. And people like countries like India or South Africa, countries who are on both camps, they want to pick the right side to be on. Same with OPEC. And once that country in the Middle East with I is eliminated, then the Slavic country starting with R is going to be next. And after that, the end boss, China, will be on the chopping block. Because after all, China is viewed as the ascending empire to the US, while the US is in decline. Countries like China and their allies are trying to de-dollarize and decouple from the global financial system, which is controlled by the US. So I'm not saying this because I love Russia and China so much. I don't want to live there. I don't like these countries. I don't want to live in those countries at all. However, everyone who's following this channel for the past few years, everyone who was reading my books, will know that me, as a libertarian, as a freedom-loving person, I understand the nature of freedom. Freedom can only exist in the constant tension of equals. If you have no tension of equals, a multipolar world, if you have a hegemon in the world, only one power, then that power, there's nothing, no checks and balances for this one power to be controlled. No freedom will exist, and there will be no place on the planet you can escape to, because everything will be under the thumb, continue to be under the thumb of this hegemon. If you have freedom without responsibility, that is called tyranny. And if you can just print away, start wars, start color revolutions wherever you want, then everyone else has responsibility without authority. And what is that called? That is called slavery. All right? So again, I might be completely wrong. I can't see the future. But this is what I see. This is a educated guess of what will happen next and how I view in what direction things could go. And I really want you to think about this and what you really want. I want you to remember 2019 to 2022, that period where you are locked in your home. I want you to remember when they openly talked about the 2030 agenda and central bank digital currency and 15-minute cities. Why do you think all that stopped after a Slavic country invaded a smaller Slavic country in Europe? And the US greatly underestimated that country. Also, Ray Dalio made a great video about this on YouTube. He talked about ascending and declining empires. Whenever you have an ascending smaller empire, the empire that currently holds power and is in decline always goes away, not quietly. They will always pick a fight with the ascending empire. And most of the time, that ascending empire comes out as the winner. Most of the time. So, what do you do for your own life, knowing all this? I made necessary steps in my life, preparing for this, and I value freedom. What do you value? Do you value stability, equality, or do you also value your freedom? Do you want your children to grow up in a free world where they can decide their own destiny? Let me know in the comments below.